Welcome to the presentation of digiKUNTZ for the queue management system at MICEI, located in Okola, Cameroon. This solution is being brought to you by the partnership between GIC Promote and Ivent Technology from Philippines. The online version is hosted on http queuerite.digikunz.cm. So this is really to take in control the queue management at MICEI. The work we are going to present is the outcome of a grim teamwork between MICEI and GIC since a couple of months now. And at MICEI, the work has been supervised by the administrative director, and who put in place a real strong team member to try and work on this to improve the patient journey. And at GIC side, we had a real technician who has been trying to gather the requirement and build a prototype. So this prototype is what we are going to show you. We know it's not perfect. We will want just to get your feedback in order to see how we can improve it. The scope of the work is concerning, let's say, about 6 sections. We have at the reception, how does the patient do? How do they find their way when they are at the reception? At the general consultation unit also, we have the receptionist, the nurse, the ophthalmologist, the consultant. So how does the patient do? And in various subunits like the cataract, the retina, the pediatric, the investigation, and even the pharmacy and the optical shops, how are they doing? How are our patients doing? What time are they incurring in all those areas? How can we substantially improve their experience when they come to MICEI? We will want to first start by the current journey, where we will consider either new patients or old patients. For new patients, they will come at the reception. After the reception, they will try to move toward the general parameters to give their parameters. And later on, they go for exams like the VA or refractions, sometimes the dilatation, before being received by a consultant, who will now, based on the result, the interpretation of the result, which shall be resending them back for further investigation, for admission to the pharmacy, the optical shop, or even to any of other subspecialties. So that's the overall process that they are following. But how long do they stay in all those sections? How can we substantially improve their experience when they come at MICEI? For old patients, we know that there are some who will need to repay for their service fee. Others, when they are still within the time limit, they will be consulted free of charge because maybe they have their a rendezvous or whatsoever. So once the reception will retrieve the medical record, he shall directly be able to direct them to the various subunits. So the presentation we are then going to live demo here is to see a journey for a new patient or a returning patient using the automated tool that Queuerite is bringing. So digiKUNTZ is actually made up of, let's say, 4 modules. We have the first module that is about the printing of tickets. And this module shall be actually used by patients themselves when they come just at the entrance of or at the gate of MICEI. They shall be able to print out their ticket. And the printout of the ticket looks like this. This is the screen where if it's a new patient, he will just click on the button and the ticket will be printed. If it's a rendezvous patient, he will also print his ticket. As simple as that. And the ticket, once it gets printed, it's become available to the counters. And we will try to log on as a counter. At the counter level, so at the counter, the user will be given a login screen where he shall be able to log on And here we are taking sample of user here, and here he's at the counter. So the ticket that are showing the number of patients available at the reception. All these patients we currently have seven. They are sitting at the reception, and depending on the time they have taken at the reception already, will have a different colors. And from this reception, the user shall be able to call the next number on the queue. And once he has called the next number on the queue, it will appear here and it will sound. So that is it. It's been called. So it's not only that he's seeing on the screen, but there's a sound that shall be showing that he's been called. So the time for the receptionist to treat his case, to do everything, at the end of the day, the receptionist shall have various options, either to finish with him, and when the receptionist will click on finish, there's an automated workflow that will send him directly to the general parameters. But the receptionist might decide to say, oh, he has not made his payment, they cannot proceed with him. And then he ends his call. When he ends the call here, he is deleting this patient from the queue. No one else shall be able to treat him. And if he wants to return, he will need a new ticket. But the receptionist also is able to transfer this ticket to any of the section at MICEI. So here, let's take the case where he has completely finished with him and he click on finished. Once he has clicked on finished, the ticket is automatically available at the general parameters. So this ticket will show in as an incoming ticket. We see it here, the incoming ticket around here, the 1004. This is an incoming ticket. But the general parameters agent as well, once she will log on, she will see that there's a ticket that has just come in, and all the tickets at her queue shall also be available. And what the general parameter has to do is just to call the next number, and the next number will appear on the screen of the general parameters. So here it shall be speaking that this general parameters is looking for the patient number 201. And again, there's a voice that shall be speaking in both English and French. Once he has finished with this queue, the general parameters can decide to transfer this ticket to anyone else. So let's consider, for instance, that this is being transferred to the cataract and global, let's say to the AB scan unit at the investigation for further investigation. So he send it to the investigation unit. At the investigation unit, we shall be able to see that there's an incoming ticket for the AB scan. This is it, 2001. The ticket is there showing that it's an incoming. There's one person that shall be waiting. And at that unit, at the AB scan unit, the teller who is at the AB scan unit is able to see that there's a waiting ticket. There's a ticket that has come and is waiting. There's a patient waiting for him. And then he can call for the patient. And once he has called for the patient, that patient is showing on the screen that he's been called. And the same voice and sound are ringing. And the patient will go for him to be received. And at the end of the day, the patient, this can just end the patient's journey when he has finished with him. Maybe it was the only exam to do, and the patient came in just to do that exam and leave the MICEI. So he can decide then to end up his journey at that level. And he has nothing else to do. But if he can move maybe to the FFA screen, he will see that there are two patients that has been waiting for so long already, almost 1 hour, almost 2 hours. So it's too long. So he can decide to treat those patients. And once the patient has been treated, he can finish with him, and immediately this patient will be waiting. He's calling another queue. Okay, we can transfer. He can decide to transfer him to, let's say, to send it back to the consultant or to investigation to OCT. So the patient will now go to the OCT unit. And if we connect to the OCT, the person sitting at the OCT shall be able to see the patient. So this is it overall, the way the uh, system operates, and we want to believe that either at the cataract or whatsoever, at every section, MICEI shall be able to use this to improve the patient experience. The last and but not the least is really around the administrative section. So at the administrative section, digiKUNTZ software is equipped with a strong backend tool where the head of nurse shall be able to connect and totally take control of almost everyone. So the dashboard is being shown here, where we can see the head of nurse shall be able to track the patients according to where are they going, what are the average time the patient are staying in each of the area, and also a way to intervene directly by going through the monitoring screen and see what is happening currently on the site, on MICEI side. So they shall be able to see and take action, be proactive enough to see that, oh, there's a long waiting customer of more than 2 hours sitting and not doing nothing. So with this, she can be able to get up and go and see what is happening with this patient. And beside this, the head of nurse shall be able to schedule all the videos that she will want to play on the reception screen, the announcement to display on all those screens, and also in terms of configurations, the your head of nurse shall be able to set up the tickets, the displays, and even to add or remove the services, to rename the services, to manage the users. The head of nurse shall take control of really handling all those operations at MICEI. So this is it, and we want to hope that it will fit your need, and we are really available to come in and